not doing this for ourselves, but for the next generation. Let's stand as one. We are one with a message. We are the ones with a message of love, peace, and hope. Yet we are taken for granted. Let us stand as one.
Coming to you live on www.khosifm.co.za. Coming to you live again on www.holdings.co.za. On a Monday, discussions with my panel, my gents. How's it?
Good, bro. We're good. How's you?
It's a Monday. We are back, man. We are back.
Yeah,
And
I am fresh from KZN.
when?
Yeah.
Demand.
I just landed.
Serious? Do you want to lend you?
Yeah, no, I just landed. Yeah, no, I just went to go see old lady. She's very old, but now, yeah, I just wanted to see her.
Okay. Can I then when?
Who, me?
Yes.
No. I'm not from KZN. It's just that my mother married there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So is your dad, is your stepfather Sahau or a renter?
Stepfather.
Welcome, Mike. GBV to Mike.
Stepfather. So Nigiba Shapez around this weekend.
No, that's good.
Because I know stepfathers, they're like they've got a
Old, gentlemen. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you see.
So I don't know what I feel like I'm
Exactly.
No, it doesn't happen there. It doesn't happen.
All right. But for to somewhere on a Monday. On a Monday show here and then to come and talk about this thing, man. I got disturbed with over the weekend. But before we can talk much, let's go first to the adverts and pay some.
Okay.
This show is brought to you by Westview Denville. They specialize on the following: primary health care, ailment diagnosis and treatment, including medication, wound care, family planning, well baby clinic, basic ultrasound, laboratory blood services, treatment of chronic illnesses, treatment and management of patient site, and they are doing CCMDD services as well, OHS clinic, circumcision clinic, and abortion services. They are self-to fingers crossed in Westview 1-422-8576. Yeah, that is your sponsor for today's medical services and clinic. They don't take any medical aid. They only take cash. However, good but only $350 excluding medicine. At least you know you got the flexibility of not paying $850 and then you get a prescription or you get Panadol or Allergics. So if you pay only $350, what's up? I'm for that. As far. Okay, but wait, let me just show you to my peoples. Where do I turn this camera around? That's Jivas, and then this one get you. So, but wait. Good
afternoon to you.
We are back on Khosi FM, man. On www.khosifm.co.za. Yeah.
SANTAGO because I can tell you right now, whatever it is that they're trying to do, it's not going to last. It's not going to last because.
No, but how long must we be subjected to the harassment?
Really. And the other thing, I think what makes these guys to feel that they've got the nerve to do what they're doing. Umpagati has never, took a stand.
Yeah.
Against them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I think when the public itself starts standing up against Indaba Zama-taxi, you understand? Then that's when it will knock some sense.
There was a time when one community banned how many taxis? 15 or 20 was it?
It was 15 taxis.
I think it was in Northwest TV.
Nothing of the violence.
Yeah.
What is it that it's so hard for them to sit around the table and solve issues?
No,
but it's wrong.
Let them do that amongst themselves. It's fine.
Yeah.
Let them not take the magnitude. Go ahead.
Let them do what it is, and for years. Yeah, for years.
And to start with, I mean, where do they get the guts to say, Guti, in your own car, it's your own vehicle with your own family, and then from there, they want to come and interrogate, or you must report to go to Hambana. I mean,
actually,
where does that come from?
I want to play that video now. Sure. And let's just talk about it.
You know what he's talking about happened to me.
Yeah, let me do this. Let me start it. Not in time, so?
No, no, I'm just saying, for this thing of, I told one of my cousins, ne?
Yeah.
To-
Okay, in turn to it's fine.
Yeah,
Just hold that.
I told
yeah.
one of my cousins to wait for me go barking Balfour because
Yes.
I was going to Newcastle, right?
Yes.
So I get to the bus to the corner where I said he must wait for me, and I find him there. Right, when I find him there, I give him a lift, then we move.
Yeah.
My own cousin.
Yes.
Right, and they want to stop me and they want him to get out of the car.
No.
That was a big fight.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it was a big fight because I told him that this is my cousin. He doesn't even have a placard to show that he was hiking to go to Newcastle. I said he must wait for me. I even take out my WhatsApp messages to show the guys. They still refused. They
Yeah.
wanted him to go to the taxi rank.
For
and I
what?
told them it is theft.
Yeah.
Get it? If they find, I'm going to tell the what do you call it, the tracker to shoot you and kill you.
Yeah.
Because when they call us to tracker, they tell us, Uguti,
No, the car is
do you
stolen.
want him dead or do you want him jailed?
I want him dead.
And I said, dead.
Yeah.
No, you know what? Just to chip in there, this shows, guys. I mean, this is so simple, and going to the Texas, we're even going far. This shows that there's no governance.
Ne?
Yeah, no, but there's no governance. In fact, there's no governance, guys. Let me tell you right now, there is just no government at all. People are doing what they want to do, and I personally stand with that general who's trying to do something.
Yes.
I'm a shy.
Yeah, I agree. You see, all those generals, even Nabo Kwanas and everything, I stand with these guys
Yes.
because we don't have. Look at what is happening now. I mean, even for this thing, there was a guy that was banned, apparently Soweto.
Yes.
Yes, it was banned in Maponya Mall.
Maponya Mall.
But for it to get where it is now, why is it that it was not tackled by the Minister of Transport with immediate effect?
Yeah. I got a busy dialogue about it. I
No,
don't even watch that
there's-
nonsense.
Dialogue, we don't know what
I've not even watched that
there's-
nonsense and
There's
say,
no need for dialogue. Like,
I understand here. Listen to this.
Here's a direct question. Are people who own cars allowed to give hitchhikers a lift?
No, they are not. They are not allowed. It's our business. They are infringing our rights because we are taxi operators with permit.
Member, if it is my family member that I'm giving a
How
lift
do
to
you
work,
see your family member on the street?
so I'm supposed to confirm to you that this is my family member and somehow
As I was
prove.
saying, every company's got securities. If you see there's a family member is hiking there and you see there's a patrol car, just stop your car, go to the security guy and explain to them to say, this is my family member, please allow me to pick that person. I don't think they'll give you a problem.
It's a country of laws, Mr. Sibanyone. I do not have to explain myself to I don't have to explain myself to a security guard who is driving in a vehicle. For all I know, this could be a criminal. Why must I stop and explain myself to some person as to why I have a passenger in my car?
Yes, it's a country of law, but that country of law, it doesn't say you must violate other people's rights.
All right.
No.
You see, you take an idiot like that and you put him on national TV.
Look, I was about to say, Guti, tell from what he's saying that actually this guy is clueless. He does not know what's going on. I mean,
Zulu sometimes, man.
You see the anchor.
Yeah.
You see the anchor says, I cannot go to a security guard and
No.
ask.
Okay.
You know what? It falls back to what I was saying. There is no governance. It's a banana republic. Everybody wants to do what they want to do. And unfortunately, I get disappointed to go to sometimes we talk about these things in the social media, but there is no stand. We don't make a stand, and we don't stand with one voice and say, this won't happen. Guess what? You know what? This won't happen in the suburbs.
Yeah.
No, they will never stop a white person.
These guys, they will never.
They will never stop it.
It's tulile. We complain, but we do not act. They need firm stand. Action must be taken. The community themselves.
Yeah, not even the police are done. Man. Fuck the police.
Yeah,
They can go.
no. I'm a police abasebenza now. We just simply say, you know what? Boycott taxi.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Boycott taxi for 1 week, 2 weeks. That's it.
Yeah.
Agna business for one at all. We can still find other means of transport.
Like, Bon, I don't understand one thing. This guy's talking about rights.
Which rights?
No, the right of them being in a public thing. I think
No,
I've
but
got
these are public roads.
No, I've got a letter, yeah, a statement that they issued.
Yeah.
Yeah, them as public transport. I'm like, you're not public transport. You are a private business
are a private
operating on a
business.
public road.
Exactly.
Some of the time you're not even paying tax. One. You're
Yes.
not paying anything road levy.
Because
We
it's
are
hard
doing
cash
that.
coming to
The
you.
only thing that you are paying is petrol that's got the road levy.
Thank
then
you.
But tax that me as a taxpayer, every month I get taxed, I pay that much money.
Yeah, correct.
Number one. So what is your right?
Even the business is not registered.
Exactly.
They just
So
buy taxis.
you see, and they put them on the
belong
road
to
and they get
an
the permits.
association,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Not long ago, there was an issue here. I don't know what was happening, but most of the taxis were being taken by the national.
Yes, they
traffic.
were impounding them.
They're
Yeah.
impounding them. So they don't have respect for people. These guys, you
Yes.
understand? They run the show as if they are the boss around town. You know, at the end of the day, it's like
There's no brains there. You can already see.
Like Bon. Let's just capture few moments of what he said, right? And that's let's just see if those things they do make sense. One, it's a country of laws.
Correct.
Yes, country of laws, which means that says I've got the right myself to choose whatever I want to take.
exactly,
Yes.
and to drive my
Whatever-
own car with
What
my
about
family.
the passengers' rights?
Exactly. So I go and buy a car for myself. I don't have to come and explain to you who the hell are you to come and
Exactly,
explain to you
exactly.
who is this person. You don't have a right to stop anybody on this. No traffic police can stop me
Correct.
from giving someone leave. They can say to me, "Be careful.
Yes.
You might be hijacked."
Correct.
Yeah.
They cannot say to me, "Do not ever put anybody in your car." Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then and now another citizen like myself comes and tells me that no, you can't do that. What the fuck is that?
How does that work?
Like, let's just
He
be real.
says, I like the point that he makes, and he says they are public transport.
Yes.
How is that public if it's owned by an individual?
It's not a public transport. It's
not
a
a public
public thing that is a private business that's operating on a public road.
Thank
You
you.
understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So when they say they've got permits to take people from the rank.
But
It's
let's
fine.
talk
They can
about the
do
process.
that.
Let's talk about the process of applying for that permit.
Yeah.
And you'll understand why I have a problem with that, because the roads do not belong to the taxi association.
They don't, yes.
They don't even belong to the people that owns these transportations, right?
Yeah.
So when you apply, you obviously go to the Department of Roads,
Transport and whatnot,
Yes, you apply there.
Yeah.
You must belong to an association.
Yes.
And then you must have the vehicle with you already.
Yes.
You understand? Then after you have approached them, you must have a predetermined destination, a start point and an end point.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that you'll only be able to, move in that specific road that you are applying for.
Yes.
So you cannot apply, let's say maybe it's long distance, you want to go from here to KZN. You can only drive from here to KZN. You can't drive from here to Limpopo.
Yes.
Because you have to otherwise apply
For that route as well.
Yes, you see, so that they can give you that permission to travel to Limpopo as well.
You know, I believe for that type of so you are taking it even very far.
Yes.
First and foremost, it's a private business.
Correct.
It's got nothing to do with our routes.
Nothing.
Their job is to drive. It's my choice. Let me tell you what happened to me one time, guys. Way back, I remember I was going to Musina to go see my baby, right? So, motile moting, I don't feel like Hamanskal.
Yeah.
Hamanskal, I'm going to rank him on official.
Correct.
I can fit a motemo, ke grama itama emimo, Makupa lifty Limpopo linda. Kaya magama per. By 4, by 3, 2 komaraho, 1 motuka. Nakamaga uno, small uno.
Yeah.
I drive, this patrol car comes, stops me there. No, get out. And then Warren Tamuziling can't Samukolin. It's one link the other side.
Yeah.
Kibua Biamopela hiker cat. One for time. Fine. I'm telling you, get a Mokoloin, get drive a pit. So I get a run on a kit 2.
Yeah.
Kit 2 quad 2 come.
Yeah.
So they're driving next to me, right? I go, get an Amkachinka boom. So I go, people are visiting, finger. And the other cars are picking at people come around, I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So, my dad atomo garaching at some kamauto, I make at the other side, right? So, Kizomo garachimo kibalad. Ebampona, Kibapehile Shabago, like a hagabon bafiti. How am Pony Pehotable? Black one to a battle. Hebala have barry, Baker Motokabon, he became praise. Uno Avaya. So, yeah, Uno Falag. Iri, Uno. High feet Tamala on Tamana Molomosilo, Molmo Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahata Kiko battle. Amagata bata le magata.
They're very simple guys.
Pare mabone magata wi ka ema pila monate tsi. And that they are thing the police. Wait again, these people are concerned. It looks like it was the one that hijacked some people last week. Abafile lift.
Yeah.
No, Nara Moria. Luckily, one of them had a badge like a camera. Kinara Moria, Rivora Moria. These people like so this guy, but guy. Yeah, Nara Moria at the moment. We are driving there to Moria. So, guys, didn't say no, Vera Moria, it's fine. You understand? Sharp, no, it could just be the details. It's how just for that to check. Okay, no, Sharp, take it. Mufa, idea, everything.
He's probably one of those corrupt police officers.
No. He was actually thorough. No. Sorry, me bra. Not gonna stress because not
Yeah.
By a suspect was one of the cars really busy in Ropapoto last week on the same route.
Okay.
It's like if lifting our hijacker. So Karawa ke ba fa ID ke sheba no check mfana kana nara fa me bra gape ra khodra Limpopo ara o no shap me bra va yang it's okay hare it's our own trailer song
e-hailing system yes e-hailing system yes they would actually stop them from doing that and they would actually take out guns to literally stop them from I'm telling you
like how do you do that?
How do you even do that? Because a person choose
at the moment.
Yeah, I
we
remember
see the
clip.
video.
I remember that clip.
I can't even go.
Yeah, I
we
remember
see the
that clip.
video.
I remember that clip.
I can't even go.
I'm telling
They're
you.
fighting him.
Even myself, I used to work shifts and my car broke.
Yes.
I had to request. I couldn't get off at the station. I had to get off at Monument Quest. I couldn't get off at the station. I had to get off at Monument, the museum down the road.
Yeah.
Because they were afraid of dropping me at the stations because of these guys. Day and night.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Problem that we are having is that when people feel entitled.
That's the problem.
Yeah, when people feel entitled,
Yeah.
Guys, to sit and talk about this thing and then, tax association, this simple Dendole. Scrap the ANC government out.
Okay.
Fuck these motherfuckers. They fucked up already. I'm telling you right now, I'm so pissed off because you know what? Since ANC came into power, I'm fair too. There's nothing that is working out. You understand what I'm saying?
The tax industry has been like this for a very long time.
It's been like this for a long time.
No,
It's not like they start now.
And they don't change the operation.
Hey.
You see,
No,
because
but
the new systems are coming in and they are still operating as if it's 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You still queue for it. You're still at the same taxi rank that you were in 20,000 years ago. And now there's new systems being introduced and they are clearly failing to compete.
Yeah.
Look at the maxi taxi industry.
Yes.
It's completely dying out since you have your Ubers coming in.
Yeah.
And have you seen the cars
Yeah, I know.
of the maxi taxis? Scraps.
Yeah.
No, take the taxi themselves.
Yo.
The taxis themselves are scraps, my brother.
You
They are scraps themselves.
You know what? The thing about the taxi industry, and this is the part that hurts me the most when they get to a point whereby they want to now to try and fight the public, and bring all this. It takes the industry together with us as the public. We go a long way. We come from far. This is one industry that has been black owned, that actually fed a lot of people, that actually took a lot of people to school and a lot of graduates. I mean, the fact that...
But at what expense, GB?
No, but then...
That's the question.
Yes, but listen to this. I mean, it
has created a lot of jobs.
It has created a lot of jobs. There's a lot that it did, which is positive. But what I don't like about them is the arrogance. Arrogance, you understand what I'm saying? To feel Uguti is either our way or the highway. You understand what I'm saying? When they go as far as... That's why I feel so... I feel so much pain that they even go as far as banning someone
inside the car. A small boy, by the way.
That's bad. You understand what I'm saying? That's bad. For me, there was a time where I felt Uguti... our government, you remember when they were introducing about Riavaya?
Yes.
I was very much angry with the government. It's like
why are they doing that?
Yeah,
Exactly. It's like they're destroying a black man's business and stuff.
Exactly. So it takes the industry. There's been a lot of you know, we are sentimental towards it.
Yeah.
As about that, you understand? Into it.
But I'm not.
But okay, wait.
Yeah, and
I'm not.
My issue is this. My issue comes with the arrogance and the disrespect.
Yeah.
Fine. You understand what I'm saying? Konamanje, they are actually showing themselves that they are a government of their own. You understand? They cannot be governed. You understand? So that needs to change. That needs to change because of we are all working together here. So at the end of the day, you need to respect your clients. You understand? You need to respect. These are the people that are putting food in your table. You understand what I'm saying?
Remember paying for it because you want that safety, you want for, you know what I mean, and insurance with that, because with the Ubers and other form of transport, there's liability there. There's insurance liability there. You understand? So hence I'm saying, Oguti, economically, yes, it has been, you know, the backbone of black business, but I feel that these people have missed the chance of owning their own tire industry, for an example. And that is how they should have actually economicalized this whole thing.
Do you know why?
But didn't they buy an airline?
Which, please, if it is gay. If it is gay, and I
don't have taxes.
If a family member with that
no,
taxes.
I don't have taxes. The only thing about me is that, hey, bro, the blackness, you know, sometimes.
But if the blackness is now infringing on my other blackness, it's quite
yes. But the things that we invented as Abodag.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I mean, what I would suggest, let's have the discussion. Having somebody from the taxi association or wherever here, you know what sometimes I feel, look, I can't, as I'm talking to you, I've got that picture of that kid that was being banned in his car. It's so bad, you understand? It's so bad, it's way out of line. But at the same time, I've got a problem with us sometimes as Abotagi when we move to a certain level of comfort, coming to speed as far as business is concerned, and be now educated. You don't do things the old way. You don't take the gun to prove a point, but you need to be able to. Not
like
that one.
Like the operators and taxi drivers for advanced driving.
So what happened?
And I think it was in 2000 or 2000, between the and 2022 for advanced driving, and they also took the owners for lessons on how to, and they also took the owners for lessons on how to, you know.
Remember there was a card that you were buying.
I get there was a card from
Remember there was a card that you were buying.
I get there was a card from
to improve the taxi industry. But the old man was working.
With what is coming, these people are not going to be able to function. Okay. These people are not going to be able to compete with what is coming.
Well, nake hana ntwana jiblika nkutlo pila me brane. Samatom, this industry was never started lawfully, remember?
Okay.
Right?
It was just
the industry was never started lawfully. The government apparently didn't allow it to have taxis. They wanted people to use buses and trains. That belongs to the government. So this fine, whatever, it's okay. Number one. Number two, they don't need any kind of education. They are adults. They know what's wrong. You understand? If you are running a shop and you act like you own me because I'm buying from you, then you don't need any education. You know what you're doing is wrong, but then you need to buy from. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I run a business. Yeah, man. Okay. I run a business here. The people who come here, me bra, you guys, you're gold to me. Because without you, I can't run the station.
Correct.
I can't have money inside the clinic. I can't do nothing. So I'm not going to make you feel like you are small because you're coming to me. I'm not doing you a favor for opening up a clinic and running a station. So these people, they do know. Amongst themselves, they shoot each other for roots. They are not. They kill each other. And then they shoot in the vicinity of everybody in the fucking rank. You understand what I'm saying?
Just imagine.
You don't need an education for that.
At risk.
Exactly. Because you are a thug. The whole thing was being a thug from the beginning. I don't know if you're going to watch this video, going to come and fuck me up. It's fine. The whole thing was, it was a thug.
No. But look at it like this.
But they tried regulating
it. It did. No. But the thing is this. Whenever we want to bring in they were not allowed during apartheid. Bona, that one, I don't think it's relevant now. Why? Because of they forced them their way in, and they were able to offer a service.
And then they became entitled.
Yes,
they became entitled to that service. They never give service.
That's what the problem is. The problem is the same as, for example, with monarchs.
Yeah.
Whereby you have a king that forgets you are a king because of the people. It is the people that give you power to become a king. So now when you start to ill-treat your subjects, at the end of the day, you're going to lose your kingship. You understand what I'm saying? Now, even kings, for an example, as much as you might say that I'm born as a king or I'm born a king kings themselves, they still need to be educated.
Correct.
So there's that thing about black people that when they get into power, they become so arrogant and they feel entitled and they feel that they are untouchable. And that has got to change because of we end up killing our own, destroying our own, and you killing the very same place where your bread is buttered. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So that's what you see in the taxi industry. That's why I'm talking about the issue of education. And this is not just about the taxi industry. Until the shit hits, they will never.
They will never.
They will never
Stop a white family to say, where are you guys going? Where are you from? They're gonna come. They're gonna do this thing in our townships and harass our sisters and our mothers. Those who are actually trying just to get from the shops to this place. It's gonna be. Thank God, there's no Santago in Pretoria.
And let me tell you something. They will never. They won't even do it in the suburbs.
And I must
They will
say,
never.
They will never do in Centurion or Pretoria East or anywhere else.
Simple example.
Even if there's black people, they
Simple
won't even go there.
You can ask a question. Do you remember that Vanatu nonsense that is dying now?
Yeah.
Did they ever stop them?
Never.
They never did.
Never.
They only stop a car. That's not even written. You know, Vanatu was written outside Vanatu.
The Varatu used to come in, go stationing, drop off people and get out.
Yeah.
Just because it drive Kilangamla.
Yeah.
They didn't approach.
But
The education
but
there.
look at it like this. Lendeni Kulumai, that's what happens everywhere. Even Namaj, as we are sitting here, if there will be chaos in the country, it will happen only in the township, not where white people are. And it goes back to the issue of self-hate. It goes back to the issue of us not valuing ourselves as abotaki. And again, it goes back to issue in, you know, this in the thing of undermine and all that.
But don't you think, Uguti, it's not necessarily about self-hate? You know why, Nishoganji?
It's about being a thug man and a criminal. That's it. It's never about self-hate and whatnot.
Besides, the profits here are very high. And it has proven itself to be one of the most profitable business to date. Because even during COVID, they couldn't shut it down.
Yeah.
People still needed to move up and down, right? So going into it, you are guaranteed to have money. Going to it, you are guaranteed to have cash every day, right? But now the problem comes in whereby a person would now want to use that to their advantage, go to the extent of claiming the road.
Yeah.
Because if there's a pothole, they are not fixing those potholes.
Then how do you educate such a person?
How do you educate a person like that?
How do you educate such a person? And now, well, how do you get this nonsense?
For me, this is pure greed. There's nothing else.
No, it's criminality when I be besides greed.
Another thing that you need to understand, Uguti, some of your politicians now, they've got stake in the industry.
Of course, that's what
as a matter of fact, one of the bets.
Yeah, when he was saying this is a black industry. Santago and he's white.
Yeah, no, you know what? We're in a spider web here because of you try to release yourself until the web is still holding.
But you know what's the thing? Ne?
Sorry, making fun. Yes.
When was it? 2019. I wanted to open up a bus company.
Yes.
Right. I went through all the process. Right. When I went through the
legitimately
process,
so
legitimately to you. And what about the rest of the chomis?
Yeah.
To you. And what about the rest of the chomis?
Yeah.
Do you each want a quantum?
But I share a quantum one.
Yeah. You know? And I was like, but this doesn't make sense.
Yes.
I want to know how to join you guys. If there's no association, it means I can come bring my bus here and start operating. And that's it. And in any case, in the bus industry, that's how it works. We have these talakis there, and then customers, they choose where they want to there. And then customers, they choose where they want to go
by,
right?
yes.
It's not that I get the
go by,
right?
yes.
It's not that I get the taxi rank where you just queue and wait for another taxi to come. No.
See?
Yeah.
See, before I even
what is the language?
Talking, it's like, are you going?
It's
like,
guy.
Hey, boss, you don't even know me. You just see me now. You tell me guys tweet. You just see me now. You tell me guys tweet. Yeah. And then those timers to this day, what is day? When my car, I can like a driver, a very unique car. When my car comes, they know it.
Yeah.
This one is cuckoo's, this one. They know it.
Yeah.
This one is cuckoo's, this one.
Yeah.
But then, like, are we gonna be able to live like that? So when I stop it,
try to get to a point whereby we help each other out.
How,
it's not gonna
Jibilika?
happen.
About someone who bends my car in me inside.
Khosi.
What about that family member that is
Khosi.
crying
Yeah,
now for
no,
that boy
besides
there?
That
No,
family. You know when they were introducing area via
Yeah.
in the routes.
Yes.
You know how many people lost their lives?
I
You know how
know.
many taxi drivers were killed because of the route area via?
I know.
Many people. You know, there's this one guy. This one, I'm not sure it's alleged.
Yeah.
Right? This guy, this one, I'm not sure it's alleged.
Yeah.
Right? This guy tried convincing them to allow the government to open up. Guess that township.
So wait. Okay.
Alex.
Alex, like I said, I was in a fiacre.
To this day. Now, that guy was simply assassinated just for saying, I bafetu. Let's allow them. Just say dead
Yeah.
as we speak. So you understand what you are dealing with animals here.
No, and once again, like you said when I Jibilika earlier, as customers,
Correct.
right? We are the power for this.
We are the ones that are going
So
to fix them.
it's up to the narrow as passengers
Yeah.
to stop using these taxis. Don't be afraid that they will beat you up. They won't.
As Kwelo.
Yeah.
Boycott.
Taxi anything. It's your choice. It's your money. Nobody can force you to do that. Nobody can force you to say no. We're gonna force you to do this thing. No. On top of that, we need. How about we can have our own patrols?
Yo, that
Hey,
idiot is even
Let me just
saying
have as a taxi owner or driver to say to me that I can't use my own car to
Yeah.
put my own family, my own kids.
That they've missed the point.
The
there.
worst of all, they're saying even my kids must go to taxis. For what?
I'm still trying to think
No,
about
what the hell?
no.
What this guy?
When I heard that for the first time, until I heard this guy talking, I was dismissing that as false news. You understand?
Yeah.
Until I heard this guy commenting, interview man. Then I realized, no man, but something has gone cuckoo here.
Yeah.
You thought it was
Because
fake news?
Yeah, I was like fake news, man. No man, this is fake news. Until I heard this guy interviewer, then I realized, no man, something has gone very wrong here in terms of thinking, because you can't. How do you even go there? I mean,
You can't give your own family member.
I can't.
The
No.
reason why I buy
My
a car,
kids.
the reason why I buy a car for me and my family, right?
Yes.
So you cannot. I'm trying to take my family out of your industry so that we can have our own space. Now you want to force me to take my kids to taxi for what good
Jibilika,
reason?
it's not even about taking my family out of any industry.
No.
It's about me buying a car for myself
Exactly.
and my family,
Exactly.
so that we can use my car and my money
Exactly.
to travel to the mall to come back home. Who are you, to come and tell me that I can't do that?
No.
Are you the police?
No.
Are you the traffic? Are you the metro? No, you're nothing. You're just a taxi driver who's owning taxis. That's it. That is your thing.
That's how it is.
I mean, imagine if that was forcing people to come here.
No.
have you
Do
seen-
you understand?
Like, are you serious?
That the only radio station must be
Rona Fela,
this
or-
one here,
or
Khosi
even the
FM.
clinic.
And
You
you
know
must,
what?
you must just take out competition. You
No,
must just take it out.
we go
No.
out and say, listen, we have the right to we have the right for this thing alone
but-
here.
but-
You can't infringe on my rights to open up a radio station or a
But you
clinic.
see that attitude.
The frequencies
you
are ours.
Yeah.
you see that attitude leyo.
Yeah.
Ile attitude yala majita la batho ba nna be la mamelodi la
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Yeah.
That's the mentality. You understand? That's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
mentality.
but
ukuthi-
why? Like,
Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly.
why? Because you know what's my issue with this whole thing, ne? You know, we're even afraid of calling certain names because these are taxi bosses. And
Yeah.
you touched on something that is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Uruphethu ungenaphi itaxini yabantu
My
abamnyama?
owner. Owner the whole
Ungenaphi?
industry. Owner this whole
You know-
Santago.
you know-
We know he owns it. He
Like-
said so. How will you do that?
Because he knows, Uguti, these people are criminals. They've got criminal records. They have nothing to lose.
So let me
Fund us for this past business of.
Yeah.
There's a guy who told me straight to my face to say, one, this is money laundering, because your big cartels, they clean their money through this taxi industry. And then he said to me, are you prepared to kill if you want to become, in the
To kill somebody.
you must know that this thing, it's actually monopolized. And I said, how? He says, Indians and white people are now owning these industries. So if you come in when as a black person and unel chelete, right, and you come in with your own fleet there, they send the very same bosses, your brothers,
Yeah.
to come and assassinate you
Yeah.
so that they can stay in power. So this is what your Ruperts and them are actually now doing now. You know, they're trying to monopolize the taxi industry so that anyone who has money, who's trying to come in and operate, they keep it as is because it protects them and it serves them. Just imagine, and they're using cash to do that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. All right, Bona, the number is 064 548 776 069 692 4788. If you want to join us live on www.khosifm. The series. I'll tell you today. We are talking about what's happening. You know, I've seen somebody being banned in a car because he's driving an Uber. That is beyond barbaric. He's a black boy being banned by a black man. So what do you say about that? And we've seen many podcasts really, questioning why is this thing happening? Why is this and the mall had to be closed for 7 days. A whole mall had to be closed for 7 days because of this nonsense, and the family is grieving this boy who's trying to his life.
They don't even have money to bury.
Imagine, and then they can't even come up SANTAGO with
an offer,
an offer and say, "Listen, fine, we have done something stupid. Can we just carry on and carry the weight of this thing?" No, they're still arrogant, and they still think that they do own us. They don't own you. They don't own my money. Now I'm gonna use a taxi. So, and no one's gonna come. Thank God, like I said, they're not in Pretoria. Pretoria can just do just do
Pretoria, the taxi drivers at Pretoria, they are very nice.
No, Pretoria I think is more civilized than Johannesburg.
Yeah, they even go an extra mile because when I was working shifts, I would get off Kabuma 10, Kabuma half. There's this one guy, he plays very nice music. He would actually say, "I want to make sure that tomorrow I have a customer to pick."
One understand?
You understand?
Yeah. No education, no education. Just his head.
You understand?
Just talk on Fanak.
Exactly, but then understand the horror.
I'm just saying, these are Sotho speaking people that have there's no taxi violence there.
No,
Northwest, they banned the taxis because the Masapabate.
Lana sicela ngaboclave, you understand? Ama-Audi like
wait.
Ama-Audi ane peace, you understand? But ane business, they are not into fighting. You understand la? Uthi ngale ushuthini.
Ke Johannesburg. Kotengo MTN. Memo msotho atla re. Kwana ka re kae? E kae taxi yang ke mama? Isuthu la ceda siphela ngo3 manje ngu4 ufuna ukuzala utsha umbuso ukuthi
so it happened one time.
Serious,
I'm telling you.
But sithi siyaphela ngo4 woroza
khuluma isuthu la uyazi ukuthi thina sikwazi ukukhuluma lento
mara khosala
lenye into aligqoke i-t-shirt ye-ANC
yes
bathi wena ungasogqungula amasimba la kusemtubatuba la ubona umtuba lo ubhala
umtuba
uphethe inkathatha
but you must take out that like speaking that deep Zulu la uzofala nje ugqokisa
ANC
but
la inkatha phela
tuba
no but you know what I think indaba amateksi bafethu.
What I wanted to say is, have you ever seen a taxi that is written in Sesotho in KZN?
No.
Angeke.
Sisonke.
Angeke.
The beat.
But you can go to Limpopo, you'll find Changasi there.
Yeah.
Ivele.
What does that tell you?
Okay, but Bona, it's up to you. What do you wanna do with your money? Nobody can force you to go into a taxi. It's up to you to go. What do you do with your money? I know you're afraid of violence as people, not even as black people, as people. But we cannot be held ransom by the industry and taxi. We cannot be held ransom by other people telling us, we can't do this, we can't do that, whatever. It's wrong. And it's for that. It's okay. Now let's criticize. I'm not going to tell me nonsense. I can't take my own son into my car. I have to take imagine kids are junior 5 years, gives a taxi. What the fuck for? Well, no. All right, anyway. Another one, GBV buffet. I don't GBV.
GBV. Yeah, no. In the
GBV or men killing women. What's it mean?
No, you see this whole thing of men killing women and all these kind of things. it's very deep. It's not a subject that we can just associate it with crime. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's much more deeper than that.
Yeah.
Because of what we do, Tina, when we hear these kind of things, we quickly go into crime. We live peacefully and everything was okay until certain people arrived at the coast.
Until Van Riebeeck came to the game.
Yeah,
Why we jiggle about it?
and that's when our problem started. You understand?
Yeah.
If you go back to the history of Africans,
Yeah.
you never really had a situation whereby you will have men killing women.
Yes.
Umuntu wesifazane bekahlonishwa.
Yeah.
Correct.
You understand? Umuntu wesifazane bekahlonishwa kakhulu. And I even said it in my book, What It Means to Be a Black Man. ukuthi a lot of things that today people view as women abuse or whatever, they were done to protect umuntu wesifazane. And today people, they interpret that as being a gentleman. But in the actual fact, for one reason, ukuthi if there's an enemy out there, you understand?
Yeah.
Funeka ifikele kimi kuqala,
Correct.
protect
Defense
him,
and
you
go,
understand?
yeah.
So our culture and our practices, it was based on protecting lo muntu wesifazane, not to say with some abuse. Even for them not to go and hunt. You hear all these ignorant women talking about, our culture did not allow us a woman to go and hunt. You understand?
Yeah.
And
How do you hunt as a woman?
Remember, we had land, isn't
Correct.
it? And then uthi uma kunamakhosikazi uvuka nawo ubanikeze amaportion wabo in the land where they do their own farming. Banenkomo zabo. So that was working together. That was our economic system. You understand? Hunting until today, game hunting is still a man's sport with rifles. You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
So our women, they get so twisted when they hear these things. Yeah, our culture. And they don't understand that these things were meant to protect them. But now the point is this. Because of our culture protected women, we didn't have these kind of things taken to that institution as an initiation school.
It's not just everyone mixed together. Pegville, Emnwin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in the Dragons back there.
Okay.
Yeah. And all these things, Konamanje, they are being labeled as discrimination.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
When we do them.
So the Western culture, the Western idea is the one that has brought this nonsense that we are faced with today.
Yeah.
Whereby they demonize everything that we are doing. And you listen to the ignorant, uneducated women advocating for such. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. And it hurts me. It hurts me because of lo muntu une degree. You will think they are clever, but they are not in the actual fact. Wait until they open up their mouth, then you understand there's no content.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you are busy dissing your own thing. You are busy speaking against your own culture, which is meant to protect you.
Yes.
So this whole thing esibona khona manje of the killings of women by men, it comes as part of anger and hatred that has developed over the years.
Yeah.
And again, developed by what? The reason why prison is overpopulated is not actually overpopulated by people who have committed crimes of cash in transit, armed robbery, whatever the case might be.
Correct.
Most of the guys that you find in the boot, you find them, they are there because of framing a rape.
Correct.
And either lo muntu frame umfazi wakhe nge-rape because of umfazi wakhe has discovered ukuthi uyajola.
Correct. Or umfazi pregnant.
You understand?
He's afraid the guy's going to find out.
Yeah, you understand? Or i-girlfriend. So labantu laba baboshwa besemsebenzini, some of them. Ngoba phela awuzazi ukuthi uyashisa. So you've got no reason to run away or to dodge amaphoyisa. Afike namahata mfethu ngamaveni awu-8 baphethe ama-R4 and all these kind of things. Ngathi bazovalela i-criminal. Nabathatha i-Versman bamfaka ejele. Bazomthena now into a criminal because of most ohlala lapha namaphumu ne-criminal record. You can't find a job. Now you've got associates with people ukuthi ba commit crime. So masophumela ngaphandle wenzani, you find ukuthi uhambe uyozula. The first thing now that you're going to do, you're going to have to implement some of the skills that you've learned there and revive certain contacts that you met inside there. So a criminal klar. Ufake ubani
and I'll tell you
exactly. And ufake ubani lapha ufake umuntu wesifazane. Now lo muntu makazosuka, because of as people we don't treat ama issues the same. Lo muntu makazosuka ashaywe yinerve cha. Ishaye le nerve lana hlanye ukuthi enhle yasithini, I'm going to pay revenge. You understand? Then they start going on a rampage. That is where some of these things are serial killer they are coming from. You understand? I normally tell abantu besifazane, get killed first, then we'll open up a case and investigate.
Yeah.
So by the time you go to the police station, you'll be a dead body already.
Yeah.
You won't even be able to walk to the police station.
Yeah.
The law says, get injured first and be broken into pieces. Wheelchair.
Yeah. Then
open up a case. Then we will investigate.
Yeah.
Because when you're still crying.
Exactly. So you need to be wise enough to find a way of how to prevent that from happening. Don't think with the flaga it is there, until somebody else from outside intervenes, you are gone.
Yeah.
So our culture taught abantu besifazane even the ways of communication.
Yeah.
Ukuthi lo baba makakhuphuka athi, you understand what I'm saying? Wena yehla akusublima lobo. That's wisdom.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because men, the way they are created in a way that they enforce.
Yeah.
You understand? They can enforce justice. They can do things the way, you understand, using force, which you as a woman, you do not have.
You don't.
So akusizi ukuba umuntu esifazane uthemba ukuthi uzoya esipholiseni ngika yaflageng uzoya esikhathi bani.
Yeah.
Uzoya esikhathi bani. You know, this is a very, very deep subject. It's a very deep subject. I need to balance it because at the same time, we are not condoning indaba ukuthi kushaya abantu besifazane.
Of course.
But what I'm saying is this: our culture had a system of how to handle this.
Yeah.
Ukuthi mawubona umuntu wesifazane as umuntu wesilisa, you don't even think of laying hands. Yazi ubonani ubona umfazi.
Yes.
Ubona ukwakha umuzi. This is the reason why I always encourage abantu besilisa. I always encourage amadoda ngithi uma uyindoda ungabi ishimani, ungasabi ukuthanda abafazi.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The reason why lama khehla
like that
kudala,
one.
I'm telling you see, the mindset has to change. Lo muntu ungamboni as something which
Asikwazi ukushare le intwana.
Exactly. You
They
understand?
can't propose these days.
Yeah.
I can also TikTok or whatever, but like we're going to
No, like,
Leave WhatsApp and whatnot.
this is serious. What he's saying is very serious.
Yeah, but yes.
You know why Kiri is very serious? These days, if you take a young man and say, "Na intombi,"
Tama ubuwe.
Tama ulobuwa mole. Utabona mathatha.
Onyaka number girl. He's gonna come and say, "Can I have a number?"
Which number? They can't even talk.
Let me tell you something about these boys and these girls nowadays. Hey, one girl told me something and I was so shocked. I'm like, huh? It's like, Kosi, and skin 96 ngono. Ne? Kina kwentele bona. I can know what cancel ma 99 ma 2000 no fedil. So that time she was still, you know, they were still the young ones.
Yeah,
96. Are do you know how the moment you say pen number
Done.
fedil.
Done.
To rena banyana it means ke go nyaka ke batla namela ebile felle mo ebile a gona khanya wa tlo bua sep
Yeah.
ha ke go fa number that means I'm agreeing to say yes RD.
You
don't even need to hear anything about hey ke metsi ke gasa mane tlotlo ntope
Hey,
and all that hey matwa
that time is gone now.
Yeah, it was our thing na kwa te
Ma Alpha Gen Z.
ba re bia
Bona yashintsha bona.
now what propelled that? But kunale out bayishaya kwi Ferrari ihamba nemedi.
Oh yes,
And this girl was with her friends, and because of she wanted to get a ride kule Ferrari.
Kule Ferrari.
Wangena bamshikandile out vele is, you know, it's got a hit where you find ukuthi when a guy discovers something about unkosikazi or a girlfriend sekafuna ukubulala maqeda azibulale. Yazi ukuthi create yini into le? Ubushimani. Ubushimani. You exactly.
No, but
you focus on
point alomuntu. Your mind can't think.
Yeah, you can't think out.
you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. That is why I hate these statements that you find certain men bas atarisha of saying, "Hey, don't be stupid." Okusalayo ukuthi you can never force a person ukuthi athande uma uthando soluphelile.
Yeah.
The reason why amakhehla kudala bongazizwa izitori zokuthi ubani ubolela unkosikazi wakhe whatsoever. Amakhehla bengabheka umuntu oyedwa.
Yeah. They had
unamakhosikazi awu4 awu5 lona ikhanda amashisa amdisappointer uma kuye umyeka ngokuthula futhi because of lendoda ishimani ibhekela umfazi, and these women they made some of these guys to be like this through imithi and all these kind of things. You understand ukuthi kahle kahle angaboni abanye abantu. You know, I remember on my first marriage my grandmother used to say something at when my baby mama would be, you know, driving around with me, I said, "And why no mfazi angakahlala ekhaya amyekele amyekele uNiki azobona abanye abafazi
abanye aba-
do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Now umqondo wabogogo loyo
Yeah.
you understand
Yeah.
lento manje
And it hasn't changed. It's still the same.
exactly lento manje sesiyifakiwe bese kuthiwa hayi indoda mayithanda abafazi isifebe miyekele lo muntu ngoba okusalayo ukuthi uma wena uzosifuna uwedwa kuyena are you gonna be able to make sure ukuthi lo muntu lona umita all the ilokhuzana zakhe ama requirements wakhe
Yeah.
at the same time kusasa kwenzeke I mistake lo muntu invested so much kuwe bese kwenzekani kuyasuka ke manje sekuba nezinto zamameda you understand what I'm saying? That's why certain things that were done back then they eliminated this kind of behavior
Yeah.
engekho you understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Uma umuntu wesilisa isiganwa mawuyindoda ungabishi manje uyisiganwa
But don't you think that
King
this
is
was-
igano.
isiganwa phela ukuthi
Waqonywa.
yaqonywa intombi
Yeah.
you understand
Okay, yes.
so akuthi ngoba
Wafree
manje
aba-
ngoba
ba-
soshadile
bawudume.
ngoba soshadile kusho ukuthi manje awusashela intombi
Even after you are married.
you understand uyaqonda
Yeah.
that is why uma indoda ngempela unamakhosikazi unezancinzi uyazi ukuthi lona mangathi uyaphuma kahle hayi mfu
Yeah.
asibangilutho
Yeah.
uhambe ngokuthula mama
Hamba.
ngiyakureplace you know bongani
Kanjani nje?
Bayifoka momra.
bongani Ngema did something that I really like
Yes.
he had 4 wives
Yeah.
bamjikela boy4
Yeah.
bona wahlukana nabo abadivorce he replaced them with another 4
Yeah.
now indoda
Just like that.
indoda le
You know what I wanted to ask, ne?
Yeah.
When you opened earlier, you talked about umhloniswa ukelehlekisa, right? Ukuthi our problems began
When the other ones
when
came to
white
Cape
people
Town.
came here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1652.
52.
Yeah.
Yes, 1652. Yes, if it's 1652 is niggas.
Just says, give us nightmares, man.
But don't you think, Jorge, this was orchestrated by them to destroy the family of a black man?
exactly
Because you know why I'm saying that, ne? If you look at our culture, in each and every stage of our lives, from when you are young, you know, at the age of 1, ke mo ba o khathang meriri ka Sesotho, you know, o titeng mo tlo tswelang ka montle. Then when you reach a certain age, then they are going to welcome you, ba o eletse eng. Then as a girl, when you reach a certain age, ba o eletsa memolo ka Sezulu and stuff like that. That is, you know, us being like looked after from one stage to the next.
Yeah.
Now, what is happening now recently or in the modern age is that a kid grows up like a tree. You know, from an early age, once you reach a certain stage, you can actually do anything and everything that you want.
Yeah.
Because why? If you look at how the whole rights issue that was introduced, it was a big halahabu before, but now it's something that is accepted. You understand? If you look at this whole issue of take a girl child to work, yeah, but
Which I hate with everything.
it neglected a boy child, and
course.
today we have a lot of angry men.
And Nyape
because-
boys.
Yes, you
Yeah.
understand, and it's evident that when you walk around, you know, the township, the only hobo or the only mad person that you will see
It's a
will
man.
always be a man. You understand?
Yeah.
Which now, for me, it shows, Jorge, we are in a psychological war with the other side, and we as black men are actually not aware. And what is being used here is actually our own sisters to fight against us.
Yeah.
Because the more they give them power, the more they take us out of,
Yeah.
you know, that
of the
natural
equation.
order of the family of a black man.
Yeah.
Because remember, ours is to provide. So what are you going to do as a man if you can no longer provide? The system is making sure that you are not doing it. The what do you call it? Our way of life now with these things, feminism and what.
Yeah.
And then talking about this whole thing of investing, I think it's how we are as men. Because
Yeah.
when I say Komsading, I love you, what I'm actually saying, Gohor, I will die for you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
I don't just say I love
Right.
you for the sake
Sorry.
of saying. I don't just say.
but it's relevant
Yeah, I don't just say for the sake of saying,
Yeah.
because I commit.
Yes.
But women naturally can't commit. You know who they commit to? To the one who feeds them.
Yeah. But they talk about them more.
Believe you me, a woman will never tell his boss nonsense, but he will come home and tell his man nonsense.
Yeah.
Because he's loyal to who? To the one who's securing
feeding.
him.
Yeah.
So
All
I
right.
think for me it's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, we do not condone the killing of anybody.
Yeah.
People must understand that part. We're not here to talk about people who have been killing people to say, yeah, it's fine, they're dying, so what? No, we don't condone that. We actually are against people killing. We just want to find the root cause of why are we having such many men killing women. But then we do still have women who are killing men, Bageju.
Yeah.
And we do have men abuse out there that is not reported and known by anybody, because for Nakile is going to be like,
Can I chip in
Stereotype.
there?
Yeah, stereotype.
Can I chip in there? I do agree with you. You do find that a lot. But at the same time, I would like to, again, to put the blame on us as men. First and foremost, and this is the reason why in my gene office Tembu, it has taken me so long to get a third wife.
Yeah.
Because of
By three, no.
no, wait, don't go. Let us not go there. There are certain things that are being worked under wraps.
Yeah. How do they do
No, definitely.
How do they do it?
But the thing is this.
Some men are like it.
Yeah, but the thing is this. No, I'll give you the receipt. But the thing is this. The thing is this. I've got standards.
Yeah.
I've got standards, and there's a book actually that I want to work on, where I want to title it "Men Know Your Worth." Know your worth. When you are still dating, that's my question. Sifika njani lapho lokuthi wena nkosikazi ungithela ngamanzi ashisayo? Because of when we are still dating, there are certain things that I can see as red flags.
Correct.
I know my standards. I know the type of a person that
That's
I'm looking for. Kunezinye izinto uzozenza. Kunenkulumo uzoyikhuluma.
Yeah.
You understand? There are certain people that I broke away from because of I could hear ukuthi the mentality is not
It's
about
not right.
submission. It's about gender quality. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not my line. I don't even want to stress myself. I'm not even going to step in there saying, "Guti, I'm going to change you." I've got no time to love you if you don't fit in my space.
Yeah.
I've got a vision that I'm following. You understand what I'm saying? I've built something already here. You understand?
Yeah.
Whereby in my house, I don't have to be worried about being disrespected because my wives, they don't disrespect me.
Yeah.
So I cannot bring in somebody else, Lana, also cause a discord. While everybody's going that direction, direction.
Yeah.
So you assess. So masofika manje kula madoda abuzwayo athelwa ngama fish oil ngamanzi ashisayo uma ukhuluma umuntu wakhuluma akakunikeza chance ukuthi ukhulume.
Yeah.
It means ukuthi wena lo muntu bolokhu umbona ukuthi unama tendencies athize, but you kept on entertaining this person.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
One thing for sure, you can never change an adult person. Umntwana omunye umuntu lo
Yeah.
unalabo uyakhona kunendlela akhule ngayo. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uma uzwa ukuthi nje ase align mina naye.
Yeah.
Khwesha mfo. Abafazi baningi.
Chief there.
Yini lento ufuna ukuthi yini lento
I love her.
No. Abafazi baningi. Yes, I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
Yini lento okwenza ukuthi uhlale nomuntu oyedwa. While kunabantu abaningi, the stats today says that there's 1 to 10.
Yeah.
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Yeah, that's true.
My friend used to say, there's a whole lot of untapped potential out there.
Yeah.
Untapped, underline that word, untapped.
Yeah.
Go to KZN, go to Swaziland, you still find a version at the ages of 35.
Of course.
So then now you want to go and chase umuntu oyedwa.
KZN.
Onenkani.
Ebra. Remember.
Akenike nokudlala man. Akenike nokudlala.
You know what he's saying, man? Happened to me.
Yeah. Best success
Till today.
Yes.
Ne, till today.
Yeah.
I don't know how I survived. Yabona this thing lokudlala le. Angithi thina singamadoda yabona. And then I hope my wife is not watching.
She's watch wena umdlala emphethe la kadaba. Yeah, he must come back home.
But it was 20 before I met her. Yabo.
Yeah.
I lento bisho ukuthi mawe out kumele uconywe. You go in thinking that ngizoshaya ngendlule. Yes, sis. Ngakheja ne.
Okay, just take it.
I'm like Pilo.
Yeah.
The thing that you were saying.
Yes.
Pilo.
Yeah.
And I don't know what was it to this day, I don't know what was it. Ne? But I had my first wife. She's late now.
Okay.
You know, this girl, Gogwe is a chick, obviously. But things were so perfect, so nice, energy, everything, level, it's there.
Yeah.
Yo, wangla.
Yeah,
no ka re nka botsa mosadi ko ntlong gore yo re na le bothata mo montlong.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
Ka go
know,
tshwara,
like one
yes.
robile.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Gore, you know, sometimes when you want to play it kamo, for me,
I think maybe we should do a stempu happy when I jibilika.
Yeah.
As a whole topic again.
I
We
think
said
we
happy.
should,
Yeah. No staying on it before way back.
Is it?
So I think we should do that one again.
You know,
For Rebecca stempu, stempu ki
No, but
and all that.
you see, the reason why I'm saying that, I want him to educate me
About step.
on how to balance this thing.
Now,
Yeah, because you need to balance it. Because if you don't balance it, it's
a problem.
Yeah.
So, and we don't have a lot of topics like this where men will sit down and really
say,
because
this is how
what
it
you are
works.
saying, it's very, very important ne? To say you need to. Maybe that's the reason why our life begins at 40. You need to know your standards or your worth as a man. Because if you don't,
Like Jose just said now, Ati, it's difficult to let go because of warata.
Yeah,
Understand what I'm
yeah.
saying?
yeah,
Now, what is saying? Allow me to say, Guti, ishimani leso in the
Yeah.
sense of
Come on, give Rata GB natural. Come on, I'll give you Bishima.
It is natural. It is natural. But listen to this. Listen to this. Utando is a decision that you make.
yeah.
It's not. It's not.
Is it a feeling that you discover or you?
No, it's not a feeling that you feel when you feel whatever that you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Because of it is not until you've spent time nalo muntu
Yeah,
that you can say I truly love this person.
yeah,
Tina, in most cases, kahle, I'm out.
yeah.
Umaslandu chiri. What draws us to her, ile nto esiyibonile.
Obvious.
Correct.
Ile nto
Correct.
esiyibonile, sibona amakhefa, sibona ibunu. You saw, you understand? You saw the
Yeah.
breast and stuff like that. Ukuthi hey, umntwana muhle lo. You understand? Now, indaba iqala nini? Ushaya kokuqala, ushaya kwesibili, ushaya kwesithathu. Ama true colors ayavela ke manje. Sekuvela i-character.
Yeah, this person.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now listen to this. Mase kuvela le character yalo muntu. So uyaqala manje azibuza mara hayi man. Kahle kahle mina nalo muntu ngathi as-align. Now, what's gonna make you to keep this person ukuthi uqhubeke naye for the next coming 5-10 years, even though you see izinto ozibona after so ushayile. Angithi manje so bhodlile manje. So yamazi so grand. You have tapped the place.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the place, at the end of the day, what's gonna make you to keep this person uqhubeke naye? It's no longer now the physique. Because of, you must understand another thing, it's very fine what it's like buying a car. When you drive a particular car, you start to see a lot of those cars.
Yeah.
When you have a particular chick who's shaped in a particular way, you're going to have a lot of traffic coming your way of that type.
Of that type.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what's going to make you to stay there is the decision that you're going to take now. To say, ukuthi, kahle kahle yasithini, despite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
umuntu wami. You understand what I'm saying? So now, you continue, not necessarily because of. Ngoba thina amajita,
Yeah.
thina amajita, lento esifunayo, uma sesitholile. That's why mangabhekisisa kahle kahle in most cases. Shaya first round. Masoqeda, ingqondo yabuya uvula i-laptop. Uthero usakufuna yena. You understand? Wena usuvula i-laptop, usoya kuphi already, so you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so great.
Le adrenaline seyiphumile.
Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, what makes you now to stick around, despite whatever it is that is happening, and to take that is your mind. You've decided. You have what Yastin. Lo muntu, despite whatever, but ngifuna ukuba naye. Maybe I can fix 1, 2, 3 or whatever is it.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Ekas. I used to meet a lot of elderly men. Ne? By Lochoring in their 80s, they were doing very well. Ne? But now you find them in Shepins drinking chubuku, you know. But they have stories about women that they have dated and they have done things for them.
Yeah.
And in those women's now, they are lawyers, they are principals, they are,
So always
you
the
know,
case.
What makes that? That's what I want to know. Or what makes that? What gets to a man to say, okay, this is my person, I love her, and I'm going to elevate her life. You know, and at the same time, you are neglecting yourself as a guy because you are pushing this person to go to school and you know, get that degree so that the person can live.
I think it's more of how we are built. We're built to be providers, to protect us, and to just see the other person to be best. You understand? So it's an instinct thing. It comes naturally that
so
I want to see this person. You know, in my protection and a provision, I want to see you be a better person. So when you're as an advantage for her to do nonsense. You're no longer my type. You're no longer my level because now you've given me this level, and you think you're gonna go to the levels about builders from the beginning.
But you know why I'm asking? I'm getting to his point where he says you need to know your worth as a guy, right? And then you need to know yourself as a guy, right? Here is this lady umthola ko strateng ka di plating yana di tamati on top of the table.
Hey, then you make her market and whatever, and then
you take her from that level, you make her a slave queen, and you take her from a slave queen, you make her a very rich lady. Ne? But once alemo a khona bua sekgowa le ba le ba ba because you are here.
But then it brings us back to this same thing, Yoguti. Men naturally, men are givers. We are givers. We give.
Yeah.
Allow me to say we are like God. We give.
Yeah.
We find fulfillment.
We are like God,
man. Yeah. We find fulfillment when we give.
Yeah.
That is why even the organs, they speak for themselves. The other one receives, the other one releases.
Yeah.
Correct.
You understand?
Correct.
Women, their own is to take. That is why even if angasebenza abe nenyuku, I told you out still esebenzayo no ukubhecha uzohlala lokubhecha lokasebenza. You understand what I'm saying? That's what fulfills them. Tina, what fulfills us is to see them doing well. You understand? Elevator.
Correct.
Understand?
Correct.
Now it's gonna take us back to what I was saying, and abantu abaningi they keep on saying ukuthi mina ngipromote ubufebe. Mfo it's team. It's team. Oh, but I will tell you one thing.
But it makes healthy competition.
It's team because then what happens is this. Here you are, you've got 2, 3, 4, 5 women.
Yeah.
These are your wives. Ube khona lo. You understand?
Yeah.
Or fikela lapho, because you can never control the mind of a person, unfortunately.
Correct.
As much as we can do all the talkings and the preachings and stuff like that, but it's only the person herself owazi ukuthi what lies in their heart.
Yeah.
So kwenzeka ukuthi lo muntu ufuna ukuthi ahambe. Remember there was a time, I think the fourth wife kwamseleke bekasaqala uba nemitayile leyo ukuthi ufuna ukuhamba.
Oh yes.
Because she felt ukuthi she's ending now, whatever the case might be. Coming up with certain excuses, you understand?
Yeah.
Now, mina I always feel ukuthi when you reach that level, asingabanga umsindo.
Yeah, now just
asingabanga umsindo mfethu. Mina I've secured my space by having 2, 3 other wives when maybe you are the fourth one or whatever the case might be. Ufuna uhamba khuleka mama. Hamba ngumusa.
But don't you think that investing, you know, me putting my all in this person, elevating this person to this level, no, don't you think that's the reason why they are busy?
It is the reason why they
killing these women.
They come to that because
yes.
Until now, that anger is gonna come back. You know, I shouldn't have. Exactly. And I'm gonna look like a fool and weak because you look now and from your side. It's not like you're perfect all along. Until you fit to this point. Instead of just saying thanks to me, you are thanks in Tweso. So it comes, the anger comes there.
No, I agree with you, Jose. The anger does come. But this tool, it's a tool to manage that anger. Because of understanding.
Yeah, yes, tapu and whatnot. Yes,
it's a tool to manage.
But then not all of them are going to agree, because remember.
Especially the
not all of them are going to agree.
Yeah, the modern ones.
Because they don't understand. And remember, there are women out there who are very great women. How Ali one, amen. Your world is fulfilled. You understand?
Yeah.
And there are those, the moment, wasn't that I'll say advice to women to avoid this whole thing of killing? The moment you know that this is not my man, this I always swag out. stop being a gold digger. Stop taking.
don't lead him on.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
lead him
just-
on.
don't
Don't
lead
just
him
sit
on.
there
Yeah,
to benefit
guy
you,
goes.
because
Yeah.
it's gonna come back. Now this person is gonna be angry. Okay, but all these years, into user like moling thing. But then after that, you've baba better than
And-
the anger comes there. The bullet starts flying from there. That is the wrong thing.
Because to be honest with you, ne, honestly, if I were to find myself in this situation, I don't know what I will do.
Exactly.
Because even I cannot, distance myself from this thing because I have not experienced it in that way.
Yeah.
You understand? Yes,
Yeah.
I have lost things before. Yes, I have bought women cars and I just let it go because I believe getting to Zalfati, and I'm not attached
But
to
imagine when
Zalfati. No, they did. I bought it. Hey, you have no idea. I'll tell you about that story one day. I'm telling you, a girl from Ratanda. You don't know. I'll tell you one day. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, Uguti. I don't know what I will do if I were to invest in someone and then the person would, just decide to go just like that.
Yeah.
And even I, at one point, I would say I won't do it. I'll just walk away. But I don't know.
Can I?
Yeah.
Another thing, maybe just to bring it across. There's something that is very interesting that happens in relationships, which I've observed. Whether it be it divorce or a breakup, the party that was using the other person and the party that is guilty, there is a way whereby justice gets to be served.
Oh yes, all the time.
I've seen that
All the
about
time.
relationships, and that's what I take home with me.
Yeah.
Uguti, if somebody's gonna break your heart like that, and when you were honest and sincere about them, there's a way. Believe you me, there's always this person. There's always this force that makes sure Uguti, the guilty part gets to be exposed.
Yeah.
Check even when it comes to indaba divorce.
Yeah.
Angakushaya divorce, ahambe everything. Uthola le out iphuma ngana next. 5 years down the line, she's got nothing. The out seyisukumile futhi.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying?
Correct.
It always happens
always
like
like
that. It's
that.
always like that. In a relationship, that is why
time.
when I always tell people, just give your heart. Just do what's right. Just do what's right. You see, when I started my journey in WSTM, there was a lot of talks around. You understand what I'm saying? But because of me, I knew that I was sincere in my heart. And I knew what is it that I wanted to achieve with this thing.
Yes.
People that came and judged and did whatever it is that they said, at the end of the day, everything that they said, nothing worked out. You understand what I'm saying? And I can tell you right now, I always tell Nabo Mamekai.
You mean bondage men who left?
Eh?
Do you want like the ones who left? Nothing worked out after that?
Some of them.
Yes.
But Nabo Mamekai Mbachela, you know what? Sometimes they'll say, hey, but we are okay the way we are.
Yeah.
What if this person, you know what? Because of my heart is open and I'm not having ulterior motives. Anybody that comes in my space with those ulterior motives, they'll be exposed. That's how it is. They will not even survive in this house. Now, that's what I have in me that I trust. You understand? Because as you can never be able to tell what lies in a person's heart.
Exactly.
You understand?
About
when I do your part, when you say you love this person, umthande lo muntu. Yes, ungamfaka isigela, I graduate enzeni. I know friends of mine who actually did the same thing, and then they were dumped later on.
Yeah.
But mawuthiyabheka khona manje lo muntu lo ne profession yakhe. Ubhidlikile, she is nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The very same guy lo bekasebenza through weights asebenza laphana ayithela enzana gijima laphana paka impahla and then abhadela ama university fees for this girl khona manje is somewhere in life. You understand what I'm saying? So that's one thing about God, about this energy. It always seeks to strike the balance.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel if we will approach life ngendaba yokuthi siphethe ama shields, you understand? Now uzogcina so sukela abantu. You understand? Sometimes you can't be. Sometimes kunabanye abosesi uzohlangana nathi ukuthi lo muntu uyambona ukuthi unga investor kuwe. Uinveste umntwana abantu abe right.
Yeah.
Abuye, you know, and give back the Lukuzan, you know, the pay back the investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there are certain people. So I don't want us to, you know, paint everybody with the same brush.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like I
so
said,
you
there
know-
are a lot of women out there who actually good and worth investing on, and you know, but ke ba ngata mfana ka mara go na le meroko nyane me lore ba tlo tsena fela ka gore ba no tsena fela ke eng. The last thing I hate, like I told you, do not use me. Don't say okay for now for me to get the means to an end. Don't lead me on. Ono bla about I ke ba
yeah.
nana re ka se gope mo, so I don't stop on it's fine. Understand? Because
Yeah.
I know one day ke tlo jikela ke bana ba nyane maybe ke nna ke le mkana ke date wana 28 years
Yeah.
or 25 years, and that's that is one o mo holo, it's fine, you understand, and I don't blame you for that.
Yeah.
But now for now we can do this. Let's just play. Let's not invest anything. Let's see if I get Ari school.
Yeah.
Khana ora you know what,
Ke sharp,
ko ga ba
don't do
tla
that.
school, don't worry. Now let's do what we do. Because the moment we are ke the moment to invest mo gone ke the moment to tlo tsena mo gona deeply, and now I might not even be there.
Yeah.
End of the day, you understand? Be honest, because you don't do that. You take. That time you jiga man over oliko kamoko. That's how this GBV comes on your side.
Yeah, because remember the story as Busiso, the guy who killed a woman on Facebook, and
I remember that
remember
was
that story
that was
was
tragic,
heavy.
my brother.
And when I looked at the comments, people were talking all kinds of things there.
Obviously,
And for me, I was
yeah.
like, I'll never judge another man until I walked a mile in
his shoes, yeah, because you don't
You know,
know.
because- yes,
You don't know.
It takes,
You know the context of why this guy became that angry.
Exactly.
Gore a fitla a ka kholomoto molala ka
Just
mokgo.
imagine.
And then about their video from there.
what kind of
Just-
sickness and madness, like,
Do you have to make a
Do you
person to
have to
have
be- yes.
for that moment? I mean,
understand?
if that guy was actually alive and go to court, as a judge, you're supposed to declare him mentally incompetent, because there's no man or any person
or a
that
person
can come
in-
to that level. Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
What
At
about-
least straight thinking. There's no way.
What about that story of that police guy who nashela Ngwanyana and Ngwanyana refused and 3 people ended up dead?
I don't remember that one. What the-
This guy apparently nashela this girl, right?
Yeah.
So this girl unamkhana, and then and the girl now aggressive towards the lady.
Okay.
So the lady went in, apaisa the guy. Then Khutswila Abudi, Khozwale the grandmother, I think.
About twins. I went. No. That's a mistake, my brother. No, I think it's another case. Keep one. Wow.
Yeah,
You
but-
can't
but-
force.
but-
Yeah, like
You can't force something.
But you see, that's
And especially being twincha.
Yeah.
It was never there.
yeah.
If in the kind of history,
and guess Nale, little police.
why one? If they had history, for years, and I've been doing this for this family,
Yeah.
and now bank up for somebody else, then I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying the anger will be justified and will be understood to why this person did what he did.
But the rate of suicidal, the reason why I'm bringing this one, L police, I saw it somewhere where it says the people who actually kill their partners a lot are people who work shifts.
Yeah, I can always
Like your police officers,
Prison orders.
prison
prison orders
orders,
and yeah.
the nurse, you keep on about that thing.
Because again, like you go span busigo 12 hours ago, I'm going to be soon. That thing law it triggers. I'm out there
Yeah.
in God's forsaken Komushongo as a cop, putting my life in the line at night because I need to provide for you and the kids. When I get to a gate or what's somebody else. In that context, they're cheating. In that woman. Remember this other girl, Nasaberik, very beautiful. Ne? So this guy Mukrel Naberka Lafarge. I don't know if you know Lafarge. You know one on the PPC.
Yeah.
PPC Visa Lafarge or Afrisem. So it's the biggest employer there. People who work there, they've got they're paid.
Church.
So the guy Abaka this girl I'm a very big house. This girl is a very total, right? I'm a housewife. Fine. So one day this guy was medical. Like he was on standby. We might call you anytime or somebody else. Sharp. Okay. The guy leaves. Kaspiti call your phone. Emra Ramontle Are. Hardly 10 minutes. The other one was waiting. was waiting on the flanks. I'll be able to nchaya. So I could put on nchaya for night shifty when I tell them no rira, right? So about that, the guy wants to go to America. Hale motileng. I feel like Yaren or Isan. I forgot my boots. Safety boots. I can't go into the factory without safety boots. All of that, I can't move to Sabbath. Has some marble most machine my bed. I can't do it to right? The bedroom is way back. Kitchen kele kwa. How can I and I straight to the bedroom where he's supposed to get his shoes? Do you understand?
Yeah.
This guy got in there, had a ground hamper, and don't stop on my account. Continue, it's fine. And I fell my shoes naga miracle. And I'm not remember. There's just two of them.
Yeah.
The guy and like at taco at Namokoli. How was the next other fan is in Traspani? Ospana Kabushua Boafru into a kid's family. I can't show by Malomo Tile, Borangwa, Nebo, Mama, Papa, everybody's in the house. When you don't fat swap the Kubo, Mola, what's the Pitori? I'm so ashamed. I Shabaka, Eva, you licking the secretary to Huracala. Hey, Papa, I got a number and I come. Hey, never read the Tohobona Tom Dimu, Hoyanka, I want another sharp. Baby can't have a sharp. I play that way.
Yeah.
Babes can't have a sharp. I thought you and I were fine. I went to work. I come back. What's the problem?
Yes.
You know, mama. Got nothing happened. I got
that guy is a fake.
One for that. They're not biao. So I don't back and forth. I never called you guys to come here.
Yeah.
And I'm alone. No, I mean, maybe I got one sharp cut like border.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
That anger grew. But this guy end up a dividend in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
I divide not Nakamu, Nakatan Nakam. I get all anything, it's fine. I'm gonna divide this house. You're gonna take
but it was
the half. That one.
Yeah, it was over.
Yeah. And this girl at Thomas Sokol me bra. I go on also call a young Unagamutu game. Understand? How very gasket.
The chin
That's
that built the house.
All what have you push on 9 years and most of all. Really, on a good thing you had them say the house up. When I don't take a so it just shows the level of anger that people can make other people have. Like I'm saying to you, how don't lead me on. Don't lead the honor to honor. Let's just play for now. No investments, no nothing. In the Kanyakobon, Kinalo and Nara, Sameka Homanat, I mean, if Elamu.
Yeah,
That lady Bamunsaka Mutlasa di Bariking, the matras.
Okay.
Nakana Bamrekezi Fortuna. Nonka Fortuna Zamaya, we are coming cuckoo, we are bented.
Yeah.
That lady.
Yeah. But I think what you need to do, this let's make this a topic, Peter. Topic as taboo, what men should do and all those things. Because there's no reason to kill somebody. There's no justification. Anger is there.
There is no justification.
You know, rather, look on how man.
The problem is that people continue in a relationship with the hope that
Yes.
And mean certain things I always like to refer back to myself because of it was a very interesting journey for me to get to voting Ben's team. Mina ucheri ngimtshela bona mfethu sathi where it go.
And they tend to accept it, you know that.
I care about this anybody will do that when I make a miracle.
Yeah.
Anybody will agree to anything.
Nah.
The one that it's a problem.
Exactly. But
it's a problem.
And I think now as a man, be willing and be prepared to let go.
But how do you
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. That one, my brother.
Yeah, you see now that's the thing.
It can be easy to be said, but to be done is something else.
Exactly. Because the thing is this. If ever you're gonna say kulomuntu ushintshe lento yiyo, you have already started to work on a lie and to walk on a lie. Which later is on Kabanisa and kula abantu bagcina sebathelwa ngamanzi ashisayo khona.
Yeah.
Bathelwa ngama fish oils khona. Because manje ngoba uyabona ukuthi lo muntu mhlambe ufuna ukupusha naye
Yeah.
awusafuna ukuyimela lento yakho so uyayicompromise awusafuna ukukhuluma ngayo you understand and then uba deceived in thinking ukuthi uyekile or you are no longer there you
Oh,
understand
yes.
yet deep down in your heart you know ukuthi this is what you are about you understand so I'm coming because I was once married, then got divorced, and I made a decision. There's no way that I'm gonna get into a monogamous marriage again.
Yeah.
It's not me. I don't want. I'm not in that space. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And that's what even led me to even get to a point whereby when it comes to the issues of religion,
Yeah.
nathi nale push indaba yemonogamy
Yeah.
ethi ngiyaphuma kiyo ngoba ngisifuni lapha
Change everything.
yeah change everything but
Yeah.
you understand so now I cannot change everything bese kusasa ngibuye ngizosicontradicta by ngibe nomuntu ozofuna ukuthi ngishintshe lento engiyiyo
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You
I
understand?
think maybe I posted this one Kahi because it's still 9 minutes. I still began manufacturing.
Yeah.
What is your concern about this thing, manufacturing of anything? Because I've seen a lot of fake goods. I've seen the liquor
Yeah,
thing. I don't
yeah,
drink liquor myself,
yeah,
but I've seen
yeah.
it happening. And what didn't
No, you see that one is dangerous. For me now, I feel it is very, very dangerous because if you're gonna have people manufacturing fake alcohol, uzobulala abantu mfethu.
Yeah,
That's how
no,
it is.
that's
Uzobulala abantu. That is a slow poison that is happening.
Yeah.
And when I was watching that clip on TikTok, I was very, very much even, shocked. Mfana, I had this thing running on my spine where this guy mentioned ukuthi they're buying the ingredients from a white man in Pretoria.
Yes. No, I've seen that clip. The one was on a gym.
Yeah.
Mara,
Wasn't that
Pretoria,
one on a-
Preto-
or- or-
Pretoria
on a-
for
on
the
a
longest
gym?
time it has been supplying all these things.
Yeah.
But you see, Pretoria supplying these things. Remember, Tina, like okay, fine. I'm in the alcohol industry, right?
Yeah.
What happened is that when we introduced the gin, we got to realize ukuthi most of these local bottle stores that were owned, like Pretoria East,
Yeah.
Linwood, and everywhere, that were owned by white people,
Yeah.
all of a sudden were owned by the Chinese.
Correct.
The Chinese were refusing to take our gin because they were saying that is expensive.
Yeah.
And yet they will have Royal Flush, they will have, all these other ones, you understand, that are expensive. And I got to understand that no, the reason why they are saying that is because of they are cooking these things from their back doors.
Yes.
So from their backyards.
Correct.
Yeah.
So they are manufacturing, so it's easy for them to manufacture and put a fake Royal Flush and whatever it is. Okay, point taken. Now, you see, you look into that as if that is what foreigners are doing in our space, just like the Pakistanis.
Correct.
But it hits hard when now you hear that a white person or white people are involved in the manufacturing of fake stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because now it's like, shit, angithi we are comfortable in ngengamla.
Yeah. Ngengamla, or genuine stuff.
That is why even if you're buying in a space whereby you go to a police store, when you go to a white area,
Yeah.
you find there's blue bottles, and then you go into that police store, you are comfortable to buy there because of in your mind you tell yourself they will never sell that to their own people.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? They will never sell that to their own people. But then now when you discover but they are in the same space where they manufacture fake alcohol.
They have been.
Now, in fact, and I can tell you right now, the sad story is that a lot of people are drinking poison.
Yeah, no, it's true, and what I picked up, especially Espanol, is that a lot of guys they would come to work drunk, Uzumuntu, like he will say, Kishapile glass two fell.
Exactly.
You understand? And Kishapile glass two, but funny enough, I always take 2 glasses and I'm never drunk. But this
one
time,
this time around,
I
yeah.
Shapi,
Exactly.
fake.
Yeah.
Because the level of alcohol,
It's way too high.
it's
Yeah.
way too high. And Jubilee is right. That thing is poison. That thing kills you inside. Because when you drink more than what you are supposed to,
Yeah.
you don't know, and not like like health wise, renality issues, and then
Yeah.
you're gonna put in another poison, and this thing is actually killing people very slowly.
Yeah.
I even had to send a message to the group. Hey guys, there's fake alcohol being produced, and you find it everywhere. Everywhere.
See, that's the thing, bro.
And you have to teach yourself how to identify the branding. because this is where some of them get it wrong. If you know the real, genuine stuff, then you know how the branding looks like. You will be able to avoid the fake stuff. But these days, it's very, very difficult. And I don't want to say it's a foreign thing or not. Because now I honestly believe white people have been in producing these things. You know this alcohol, bariki mampuru.
Yeah, okay.
That's pure gene. And they do it in their own farms.
Yeah.
And they control the level of alcohols. If they want it stronger, they put it, I don't know what do they do, but I've seen it at one point, and then when they did it, yes, it's sharp up, blackout.
Well, nothing good. I'm not a drinker, man. So
but you see,
now I think Bujwala, it's a spiritual thing, because you know when you are drunk,
yeah.
For an example, me, the reason why I hate alcohol now, especially Jameson. Yo, my wife will tell you.
Us now on the toro.
Besides the door,
You see visions.
Keep black out today. But
Yeah.
when I black out, I don't sleep.
Like
Something takes over. It's not me.
what?
I just do stuff.
Do you mind?
No, but that's true. That's true. In the actual fact, uchwala plays a very important role, especially uma umuntu omoya.
Does it?
Like amagqirha and
Oh,
all this
yes,
kind of
yes,
thing,
yes.
understand? Because of you see, the problem is that now that's another level now which abefundisi they won't agree with.
Yeah.
There are certain things that can never be able to happen to you, or you can never be able to reach a certain realm if you are still yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the body takes over. But once you are in a certain level of
Intoxication.
yeah, you understand.
Yeah.
Then so mina, for example, ngikhumbula there was a time ngangenze umsebenzi nyana. Shaya utshwala besintu, siza siloko sidesha sishaya ilokhuzana bathi ngesixhosa siyathunga.
Yes.
I-Gordons.
Yeah.
Then ngayovula i-old park. Mfana. Bona.
The last time you remember, you were like,
Wabana badimo both.
Bona. Guess what happened? Ngashaya i-top.
yeah.
And my wife says, hey, the person that was talking, it was not you.
Yeah, no.
Actually, we were speaking with another voice, and I was so scared. And it's like it's an ancient person.
Yeah.
Now, uma ngimtshela mina ukuthi what I saw. Masesikhuluma lento le. No, man. I saw something dark. There was a dark place,
Yes.
like in the field,
Yeah.
dark field.
Yeah.
And ngibona indoda igqoke ibheshu, iphethe ispiye. You understand? I was not conscious at all. Now, that is basically sometimes that's what happens when they reach a certain level. Abantu bomoya. You understand?
Yeah.
That is why you told amagqirha they will always have gene it is, they will have ilukhuzana, ibrandi it is, and stuff like that. But then, because of obviously there's an abuse of alcohol and all these things, then for your health and all that.
Yeah.
Now, the dangers about lenda, but suppose the alcohol that is not authentic, that is not right. Like what you're saying. I've got to notice in some men, what this thing does, sperm count is low.
Very low.
And utologuti, even in terms of production, umuntu akasakhona ukuzala abantwana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and we don't look into this thing. Siqhubeka siloku siya. Kanti it's not any alcohol. Ulotshwala be fake.
And that's true, eh?
Remember what happened? Yeah. Remember what happened even in Eastern Cape, these kids that died in one ship in, and then they were in Savannah. Exactly.
Savannah.
Yeah. And it was not the original Savannah.
It was not the original
it's
Savannah.
Manufactured.
It was a fake one.
Yeah. This shipping queen, Utenga somewhere where it's cheaper because of, it's cheap, and then the price margin goes high.
Yeah.
Because of bottle stores or maybe these bottle store owners, they will always go for that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to get it cheap, and then my margins are going to go up. So you understand? So I'm making double the profit.
The profit, yeah.
That's the thing. And then they don't care about Tuguti, Abandu Baba right or not. So now it kills the industry, the alcohol, and then it safeguards our shop right liquor, our tops.
Yeah.
Because now those ones, you will always trust Tuguti, they've got the real thing.
But they get it wrong sometimes.
Is it?
Yeah, especially the gene. Because a friend of mine once bought Barking Collins.
Yeah.
and then you know how we picked it up. We bought another one, right? And that one we were still, consuming it. So when we looked at the labels, we were like, no, man, this one looks funny. This one
It's
looks, so now you don't know if this one is the original one or this one is a fake one.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But how we could tell you can tasty the levels of alcohol that I lay up. The other one is very strong.
The real one,
no, the real one is you know. So this one was actually more potent.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing you're talking is very, very, very important.
So people must just be careful of any fake goods that are out there. There's now fake food, there's fake clothes, there's fake everything in this country, which people are just clean and rush up.
Okay.
We have done. We have done our job for today. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today for the conversation.
I'll let you know during the day. I'll let you know.
Baruti. As a Wednesday.
Awa ke makaosana ke bona le ka re buka last week le baruti ba open le trimo.
Yeah,
two pastors and
we spoke about many churches, one Bible and all that.
And you were supposed to continue that, right?
You were supposed to continue that.
Last week then something came up here.
The other one didn't come, the bishop.
Oh yes. No, it's fine. We'll confirm tomorrow if we go to
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
I'll come.
So there'll be two pastors here. If Jibas Atlee, then you'll be the third one.
Yeah.
Then we'll continue with this one, good one. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much, guys. Anything last words quickly within 10 seconds each?
No, man. Obviously, this issue, the e-hailing and taxi parking
industry.
Not everything is solved. Sometimes we sit down, we talk our problems. People must now start competing because now innovation is here, modernization is here. But it takes, they must now start looking at how they operate if they want to, compete within the transport space. When it comes to the issue of, men killing women, hey, that matafa ba robe pelo ba etse ntho tsena kaofela.
Go so your royal oats.
Yeah, do something for you must distract yourself. That's all I'm going to say. Because on le pelunyane nyano shima no tsawa.
Sit down and say it is because of they are actually destroying it with their own bare hands, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when it comes to the issues of abantu besifazane and amadoda, I think we need to go. Our culture has got a solution for each and every problem. Let us not by amakehla wisdom there, and that is why today we are proven actually what we think is wisdom is not wisdom. Actually, the older generation was much more wiser than this one.
Yeah,
you understand.
Yeah,
and you look at how things are being done. It's just chaotic.
Yeah.
So the issue of self, I don't need a man and stuff like that, and you start displaying and showing that arrogance, it's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you are duplicating. And that is the reason why when it comes to marriage, they always tell you, if you want to find a good wife, go and find a woman whereby ubaba no
fela. Please don't let people just want to, do things and whatnot. So, bon. Yes, yeah. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.